ACR 100.9 FM on the dial. Geez, I'm a bit slow this morning. Ricky Colosimo, welcome to the radio program, mate. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks very much, mate. Thanks for having me on board. It's good to be on here.
Ricky, how's the training going for the next fight? You're on the next Johnny Lewis Boxing Series, the third instalment.
Yeah, mate, the training's going really well. I just had a good pad session this morning, early session about 6:30. I've been doing the double session, so we're doing six days a week and twice a day. So, mate, it's pretty full on, but my body's coping, which is the main thing.
Mate, you're an absolute workhorse. I've seen some of them videos you put on social media, and you do not miss a punch, my friend.
Thanks, mate. I'll find out if you train the house down and you go in there, you do the work, mate. It just happens, you know. So that's pretty much leaving no stone unturned, really. Well,
no truer word said, Ricky. You've run your record up to 3-0. But before we go into that, now you were an amateur fighter. You gave it away in what year? Yeah.
Mate, after the Commonwealth Games, because I was in the finals actually to fight Lenny Zapp in the Commonwealth Games for, I think it was 2006 maybe, for the Melbourne one. Mm-hmm. And I was training down at the AIS, and I ended up, I injured my ankle. I got a really badly bruised bone down there doing the hurdles. And then after that, mate, I was on crutches for about six months. And then after that, it just sort of slipped away from me.
That ruled you out. So you had 25 amateur fights at the time, and you won 21. Well, you won most of them, really. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I had some good wins. I probably beat about 6 or 7 Australian champions as well. But I won the state title on that, but I never actually went to the Australian title. So it's disappointing that I didn't get. My goal when I was in the amateurs was to win the Australian title, but it didn't eventuate. So after that, I thought to myself, if I'm not going to do it as a career, then maybe because I've got a mindset, if you're going to do it, you go all the way, sort of thing. Yeah, no, you've come along well. How old are you now, Ricky? I'm 31 now, mate. So I pretty much I walked away from it, and then I ended up doing a stint. I actually did a fair bit of travelling, so I travelled for 2 years, and I ended up I wanted to go check out some of the gyms in New York, and just by chance, it was actually pretty funny. I was watching a documentary on Buddy McGirt and Turo Gaddy and the Mickey Ward fights, and I walked in the gym the next day, and Buddy McGirt was in there.
Wow!
Yeah,
you got the urge.
Yeah, it was a spin out. So I ended up, I just went over to him. I pretended I didn't know who he was, and I just said, "Look, I'm here for 4 days." I said, "Would you mind if I do a bit of pad work with you?" And he goes, "Mate," he goes, "Put on your gloves now." He goes, "Let's do it."
Oh, and then, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
So I ended up doing the 4 days with him, and he goes, "Mate, you got a lot of talent." He goes, "Stay on, and I'll put you in for a professional fight here." So I ended up training with Buddy for about 4 months, and I had problems with getting a license over there because I couldn't prove I didn't have any of my record, my amateur book record or anything. Yeah. So I ended up coming back home and staying in touch with the guys over there, and then they said come back over. So I went over and made my pro debut in North Carolina. I was training at a Gleason's gym there. It was good.
Geez, that's great, eh? Well, you're not one that back away from a fight, if you ask me, going over there and just saying put your hand up for your debut over there. Good on you. You've got to start somewhere, and you started in the USA, eh? Well, I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah, mate. It was unbelievable, the whole experience, even just going over in that gym there in Gleason. You got people coming through every day, like you got world champions training in there. Every time I sparred, there was about 60 people watching. So it's pretty much, when you spar over there, it's like a fight anyway. So the atmosphere and that, it's crazy. So it was a really good experience.
Geez, that's great. And who's looking after you now? You've got a good team behind you as well, haven't you?
Mate, that's like my team right now. It's perfect. Like I feel like with the team around me now, we do very big things. Like I've got Arnel Baratillo, Rodney Williams. They're helping with my boxing, and then a guy his name's Waffa. He owns Next Level Gym in Rouse Hill. Mm-hmm. And mate, ever since I did a strength camp with Lucas Brown, and I continued on. That was about 15 months ago. Mm-hmm. And he's helped me out with all my camps since then. And mate, my power in that has gone through the roof. Like my biggest weakness before was I had the speed, I had the combinations, but I just didn't have that one punch power. But ever since going there, I've definitely got the knockout power now. So.
Geez, that's great. You've got a great team there. Lucas Brown's been on the radio on this show a couple of times. Rodney Williams, a great trainer. Just got a lot of amateur fighters down there as well, hasn't he? Besides the
he does, mate. He's got like the whole stable down there. It's amazing though. So you go down and you get whatever style you want. You got your pick of all the boys there, and they can mix it up. They go southpaw, they switch, they do those movements, and and they keep you on your toes. Like even some of the lighter boys, they keep me right on my toes. It's entertaining every time I go down and spar there.
That's great, isn't it? You got so many fighters. You can have a welterweight in one corner, a middleweight in the other, a featherweight in the other, and that's good, isn't it? When you got that many guys in the gym.
Mate, it doesn't matter. Like, say for example, if I was supposed to fight a southpaw in this upcoming fight, he just goes to the boys because they can all fight southpaw, and like they're very skilled fighters. So there's no shortage of the quality sparring there, which is the main thing.
That's right. And talking about sparring, old mate Arnold Baratelli, I boxed him a few times back in the day. Great little fighter he was.
Everyone tells me how hard he used to punch.
Oh, he had a lethal left hook. I won't tell a lie. Every time I boxed him, he belled a bee. So there you go, Arnold. I won't hold back.
The way he puts us through the training, you really get you connecting your punches really well. So I can imagine being on the end of some of those.
No, it wasn't nice, I tell you. Anyway, we'll change the subject there. You're 3-0 as a pro now. You had your first 2 fights in America. As you said, you made your debut in 2016. You beat a guy called Kendrick Archer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then you fought a guy, Jason McDuffel.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And you finally made your Aussie debut on the last Johnny Lewis boxing series against Brent Dames. You beat him unanimous points decision. That was a very entertaining fight, that one, to watch.
Yeah, mate, he was a tough guy. I knew he was going to be tough. Like in the fights in America, I was focusing a lot more on my power, but I knew Brent was expecting me to go forward. Like I had that in my mind that he was expecting me just to be a pressure fighter. So I sort of teased him a bit and fought a little bit on the back foot as well. And then once he started to get a bit tired, that's when I started putting the pressure on to go forward.
That's great. And your next fight is on the 24th of May against, you're taking on, who you're fighting now, Ricky?
It should be Blake Pospelli. I was going to fight a guy from Perth, but he unfortunately pulled out. He was 7-0. He was a good southpaw, but Blake Pospelli, I think he's undefeated as well. And then I'm stepping up a weight division for that one. So the good thing about this camp, I've been able to focus a lot more on my power, even with their strength stuff. So it's going to be, I'm going to be sitting on the punches, so it's going to be good.
What's your ultimate main in the sport of boxing? Every fighter says it. They want to win a world title. What's your mate in Australia?
Mate, my goal is every fight night that I fight on, that people walk away and say, mate, who was that guy, Ricky Colosimo? Like, I want to be one of the most exciting fighters in Australia. That's my goal. And then every fight that people see me in, even in the sparring, that they're all watching now, going like, mate, who is this guy?
No, that's great.
Yeah.
Mate, as I said, I really enjoy your videos. You put a lot of work into your training. I wouldn't like to be catching them punches, I tell you. I like my shoulders, they're out of joint as it is after all the years.
Even I know he's laughing, he goes, you're really learning how to connect the punches like really well now, so it's exciting. Like I feel like I'm just scratching the surface of the potential, so mate, if we keep going on this path, like anything's possible, you know.
Well, thanks for being on the show, mate. It's been great having you on, Ricky. And do me a favour, next time you're on the pads with Arnell, could you slip one down the middle? Just for me. I need to square up on him.
I'll land the left hook on him and say that's from Paul.
Oh, please. I'll give you $100, mate. Thanks, Rick. Mate, absolute champion. Thank you for being on the show, mate. You're a champion. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Paul. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Ricky.
See you, mate. Bye.
And that was Ricky Colosimo, a very exciting fighter to watch. He'll be on the 24th of May at the Sydney Star, at the Star Sydney, on Thursday night, the 24th of May. That was a great interview, that one, if I don't mind saying myself. We're going to go to a break, and this song's for you, Michael Tell.